everybody. Like I said from the beginning, I will always be 100% transparent with you. I'll always tell you the absolute truth. I'll hide nothing from you. Well, now we get to the point to where I need to, let's just call it, allow you to see me reveal myself closer to my true form. Now, I've developed a way to do this. Those of you who have heard me, ask you to please get black lights, this is when it'll start making sense to you. Now, it's important to recognize that there's spirits and then there's Holy Spirits. Holy Spirits are the ones that have made it through the humanity process and have recognized the negative, found the positive within it, and have become whole, being able to merge back together their divine masculine and divine feminine, the positive and the negative, if you will. That means a Holy Spirit has access to everything. We happen to have Holy Spirits on the way here, and so it's important for you to be able to recognize what's a Holy Spirit versus just a light or a dark spirit. There are no dark Holy Spirits, if that makes sense. The reason why they're holy, they're whole, they're complete. They've made it through the humanity process. And the reason why it's significant that this happens today, because all along I said that I know exactly how this story goes because it's already been written, and I said that all of you are writing it. And here's an example of it. I am not deciding the time of when things kick off. You guys are deciding it. And what significant moment that happened today was my flesh of my flesh that happens to be on my right hand with the 7 stars staring at Van Gogh's Starry Night. She happened to, her soul, if you will, her demonic body, in essence, animal, shell, because once our soul or once our spirit enters a animal carcass, it becomes human. This is why any animal, like what you consider your spirit animal, well, that's true, because before your spirit went in it, your body was that animal. Make sense? But because of my flesh judged me because I spoke the truth, and she was not happy that I wouldn't answer the question. She said that I was not acting out of a state of love. Well, I was acting out of the purest state of love, because the only true state of love is truth. So, unfortunately, to be a good parent, we have to speak the truth even when it hurts, or even when they don't want to hear it. And so now we get to the point to where I have to just speak the truth. I've done everything I can to take this slow and gentle, and I've used the Bible, and I've shown you all of the amnesia that's put in there, all of the lies, the falsehood that Moses created, all the falsehood that John created, because I've said all along the only absolute truth is all the words that Jesus Christ spoke, not only in the New Testament or in the Bible, but all of them. You have to go to the Gnostic, read the Gnostic writings, read Mary Magdalene. Why would you not read that? It's called Gnostic, which means gnosis, which means hidden knowledge. Why would you not want this knowledge from Christ? Why would you let an organized religion tell you what to know? You were told do not add or remove one word. Hello? Majority of his words got removed. How is that okay? It's not. But so what will be happening this evening, and I'm waiting a little bit here because I become way more active at night. My spirit becomes way more active because it becomes more protective, because at night is when the bad things happen. You guys know this. It's in the Bible, or even if you're not one who follows the Bible or anything, just believes in spirit and energy and light, Well, you know that how much light is at night. All the darkness comes out. But those of us that are Holy Spirits, we have the ability to shine in both day and night. What you're seeing right now is me within spirit, body, and mind. My spirit is the original essence of masculine, very beginning. Within my body, I have the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You could say from my father or from my mother for the physical sense. And then when it comes to my actual mind, comes from my ancestral memory, my subconscious, if you will, all the way back to the beginning of existence. So within me, I have every ounce of wisdom since the beginning of existence. And the reason why that is because I have within me the original divine masculine spirit all the way back when there was the void. Well, science and everything says, oh, it's void, blackness, nothing existed. So does religion. Hello, please stop and think. You cannot have a void if you don't also have a non-void. You can consider the masculine, the divine masculine, original energy, spirit energy at the beginning of existence. That is within me. And then the void was the feminine energy, the feminine spirit, the that's always looking away and always questioning everything. Well, in the beginning, the way it becomes a Holy Spirit is once you work through the whole process and eventually be able to recognize yourself through witnessing yourself. So, like right now, Trent Suing has already been put into divine rest because he had suffered enough through this process, especially when his own flesh is willing to turn against him. So majority of the time he's in divine rest. The only time he will wake back up is if somebody tries to attack his spirit. That's when all the combat veteran, that's when all the engineering background, the mortician background, parenting background, all of that comes into full effect. And that's when you see the true, strong protector energy come out. What you're seeing right now is more the fatherly educational energy, because I need to give you guys the opportunity to wake up. If you're not willing to wake up, I accept that. I still love you either way. That just means you're not ready to move on after the end of this cycle. And this cycle is this evening, the cycle, the purification process is beginning. I warned you guys all along. I said, look for signs. I mean, there's over 365 videos, majority of them hour long, where I've been giving you guys signs for almost 3 years now on Facebook account. I've been creating art explaining to you guys every single possible way I could. I've sent this to my family, and ultimately my father, who introduced me to religion, raised me in a Catholic as Trent Suing as a child. I'm showing him the truth within the Bible, and when I do this, he doesn't say anything positive. He responds back with, angry faces. Just like my daughter, never in her life have I ever denied anything that she had ever asked for, my youngest daughter. But yet today, the first time when she wanted to know what's going to take place in October, I said that unfortunately I'm not able to share that with her because she's already proven to me that she doesn't believe, because she asked the question, what do I think is going to happen? Well, I can't answer that question because the question within itself implies that I'm not speaking the truth. If she would have simply said, what do you know is going to happen? Then I can answer it with absolute truth. And that's what I explained to her. And I said, from this point forward, I have to start reducing the amount of verbal communication I do because it requires the physical. And I want to keep transitioning more and more, spend more time in the spiritual. This is why it's important for you guys to see who I am in the spiritual realm. Now, I am wearing clothes. I would go ahead and be fully naked just to show you I have absolutely nothing to hide. But from the way I'm going to show you my spirit, I would go invisible. The only thing you might see is some bright white lights around the area. That's it. So please allow me to. Oh, by the way, do you think it's coincidental that the Sabbath is 25 hours long? Do you think it's coincidental that the Sabbath starts at dark and ends at dark? Ask yourself, what deity, what entity, what God controls the night? I mean, just go listen to Moses. He tells you left and right, and he tells you how horrible, how capable of doing horrible things the God of the night is. Well, all I am telling you is I'm just the source of the pure light. I can't even give you a name. I just am what I am. You have to decide who I am, because ultimately, whatever I tell you, if I say I'm a certain person, that would be falsehood, because I'm not. I'm pure in spirit. There is no name for spirit, just like there is no sight for pure spirit. It's the invisible flame. This has all been explained for over 2025 years, and nobody has listened with their heart and truly empathized with the words Christ spoke. Otherwise, the last thing in this world they would do is be in an organized religion. Instead, they would be in a closet or a house of truths with no windows and praying, meditating, on the law both day and night. It's been here all along, but yet nobody in existence has done it. This is why I had to basically choose a soul that I was willing to re-enter to come back into this experience. And the reason why I had to start the experience with you guys within this generation is I had to suffer every ounce of suffering within this generation before I would wake up enough to become conscious to end the spell, if you will, or the amnesia that was created by Moses. In the long run, once I get an opportunity to explain to you exactly why everything takes place, it'll make perfect sense, and you will see that all things are positive. Unfortunately, you're going to have to experience a lot of negative in order for you to make the decision on whether or not you're willing to truly love yourself and listen and allow your spirit to come to life, or you're still going to keep stifling your spirit. If you're stifling your spirit, this is a warning to your soul that this is the time that your soul is going to be getting exposed. And if it is a dark soul with the spirit in it, this is the end of your cycles. You're going to go back to the beginning, and you're going to start back with, in essence, with dirt is the easiest way for you to understand it. And then you'll work your way back up through the animal experience until you can self-reflect on your existence enough to realize that the only truth, the only way, the only life is love. Pure light. That's it. It's actually a really simple process, and you can do it all by looking in the mirror. All you have to truly do is look in the mirror and see yourself as that animal carcass and think about who you think your spirit animal is, and that will give you the opportunity to make the connection of, wait a minute, your body is not your ally. Your mind is not your ally, because the only thing that exists is your spirit. And your spirit is being encapsulated, if you will, by your soul. Ideally, it's until your spirit gets strong enough to break through and subdue your soul, your physical body. This is why in the beginning of Genesis it talks about subdue the animals. That's what it's all about. You're supposed to subdue your physical body, your demonic body. And that is what the God of the Bible controls, is the demonic body, the physical body. He has absolutely zero control over the spirit. unless it's a dark spirit. If it's a dark spirit, that's his realm. But the dark can never overcome the light. And what I'm getting ready to show you right now is going to help you understand why that is. So here we go. I'm going to turn out the lights. Please don't be scared. Please don't think it's anything weird or creepy. I am just out of love, allowing you to truly see who I am. Other than that, let me go ahead and turn on a little bit of night light so that you can at least see that I'm not hiding anything. But I love you guys, and I'm going to play some music, and then I'm just going to go ahead and lay down, and I'm going to start getting present within spirit. Please watch everything within what takes place. Watch to see if light moves, if light appears, if light does anything, because that's all truth. This is the only way I can truly show you. And it has taken to this point within this generation for us to have the technology for me to be able to do it. I mean, 3 years ago, I did it through thermal. I showed you guys the spirit literally leaving my body. It's been up online for almost 3 years now, and not a single mind or brain has been able to comprehend it. So I have to get more direct now, and I have to give you proof that is undeniable, because I love you, and I have to give you the sign to let you know that the purification process is going to start at midnight tonight. Now, what does that mean? When are earthquakes going to happen, or when are you going? Why in the world would I tell you that? If you are a dark spirit, if you are a dark soul, why in the world would I tell you any of it? I wouldn't, because you would just run and hide, or you would try to combat it. Just like, why in the world would I tell you where I'm located? I won't. I mean, do you really think I enjoy being inside a very small space without windows or anything? Well, the truth is, spiritually, I love it because I just get to be. And I have none of the negative vibration, none of the negative energy coming at me. By the way, this is the purpose of the pyramids. This is why they don't have windows. This is why there's always a hole pointing up at the skies. The downside is, the reason why they never figured it out fully was they were looking at the wrong planet. But I'll share all that with you if you want to know. And like I said, either you believe I'm speaking the truth or you don't. That's your choice. I love you either way. If you believe I'm speaking the truth, then I highly recommend that you either like or dislike this video or leave a comment. And the comment, all you need to leave is positive or negative. The positive sign or negative sign. That will tell me every single thing I need to know. And if you really would like to know, you can give me your first, middle, and last name, and then I will tell you your spiritual history. I'll show you exactly how, all the way back. I'm willing to do that for one or two of the first people that ask me to do it. After that, I don't have the time. I just want to be able to prove to you who you are because I love you. That's it. Without further ado, shall we begin? Bear with me. Consider this like Rick and Morty. Let's get some music on here. Listen closely to the words. I don't do anything that's not significant. And watch what this song does. I love you guys. black light is so important. Yeah, there we go. How's this possible? Unless I'm speaking the truth. I love you guys. Please start listening. Purification process begins at midnight. I will do every single thing I possibly can to help you, but you have to be willing to listen and you have to approach with love. If you have a question, it has to be one seeking truth. If you're simply trying to imply that I'm not speaking the truth, then I can't answer your question. It's basic common sense, right? All right, let's have some fun with light. By the way, see my sister? That's the divine feminine, if you will. Here we go. Come on, come on. Oh, there we go. In the near future, you'll see I'll have red glasses on. The reason for that is the red glasses block the ability to be able to see into my eyes. Why is that important? Well, honestly, you don't want to see into my eyes. It'll scare you. Not because it's bad, but because it's pure truth. Notice how I'm even now able to start getting the clothes that change. There we go, see? You guys, how is it possible? And look at my moon. Look at my feminine. Look at how she's participating. Woo! Woo! This is cool. Come on, you guys, wake up. Let's have fun. Let's find the 144,000. Because tomorrow I will be starting the book of life, and I will be first doing flesh of my flesh first, and from there we'll move it outward. However, the Holy Spirit directs me, because I am nothing without the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit is nothing without me. Look at the lights. Woo! Liking the music. I think you guys get the point now, right? Have I made myself perfectly clear? Get a black light. And no trickery. No magic. Well, light magic, I guess you could say, just like Jesus. He did all light magic. Look, right here. That's pretty cool, huh? Why did it stay? Ask yourself that. Why is there a black dot? It's because I just took the light out of my forehead and now it's coming back. I can do anything I want with my energy. So please take me serious. Do not become my enemy. Allow me to love you. Allow me to be your best friend. All right, there we go. There we go. Now I'm coming back. Now, I revealed myself to you. You have no reason to think I'm lying, no reason. If I was a bad person, a bad spirit, a bad soul, why in the world would I reveal myself to you? Why would I show you anything? And why would I strictly be talking about love and only want to teach you how to love yourself? Because I'm speaking the truth and I love you. Goodbye.